Hello, and welcome to my presentation on how to evaluate credible online information sources as a first-year student and beyond. We'll be looking at three aspects of this question. What is post-truth and the problems it causes? Why we need to be digitally literate before it's too late? And finally, how to use logical analysis to evaluate online informational sources. But first, what is post-truth? Post-truth is a word with several meanings, one being an existence in which facts are no longer relevant. Instead, emotions run supreme. As well as with the growth of social media over the last couple of years, people have given up facts for wild emotions and screaming matches to find the truth. This creates quite a problem for those who are interested in cold hard facts and the truth itself. Now you may be asking yourself, why? Why is digital literacy important at all? Well, you see, digital literacy is our future. After all, the world is becoming more and more digitally based by the day. In uni, your assignments are almost all submitted online. Most of the information you gather for assignments are also found online. If you are unable to adapt and recognize this new digital world, you're going to get taken advantage of. People have already been taken advantage of, and there's no greater example of this than Cambridge Analytica, a company designed to warp perception. The company has stolen over 50 million people's information from Facebook, as stated by a whistleblower, cited in Beargle's writings in 2018. They then used this information to warp the perception of millions of voters in America and other countries. Allegedly. But this brings up a big question. How can we know if our opinions are being warped? The answer is by thinking logically. Now you may be asking yourself, how does one critically and logically evaluate the credibility of an online resource? Well, there are many ways to do so. You could use the CRAP method, looking at currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose of a resource. Or perhaps the How to Spot Fake News, a resource designed by librarians to help people think logically about the news they see. Or you can do what I did and use an amalgamation of both. And we move on to my own creation, the BAIT method. This method uses four main pillars of knowledge: bias, author, timing, and evidence. Bias is whether or not the author may have previous biases or agendas that they may be trying to push with their information. Author is, well, who is the author? Are they an academic, a comedian, or maybe just another whack job with a computer? It's best to check these things, as it may give you an idea of how trustful the resource is. Timing is when the resource was published. The older something is, the more likely new information has been found that could change the knowledge of the resource. Finally, evidence. What kind of evidence is the author using to back up their findings? This is probably the most important of the four pillars, especially in the current post-truth era. We now come to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, digital literacy will be the most important skill you will learn in university. After all, this is a skill not just important for uni, but for life.